Hi there, Gemini. Welcome to my weekly predictive reading for March 2020. Cross-watcher energies are interchangeable, and please only take those portions that resonate with you. This is a general reading. Okay, Gemini. Off camera to save time, I've performed a protective blessing. I've shuffled and meditated over these cards, just for you. And we will be using a card from the Archangel Power Tarot Cards by Radleigh Valentine. Your first card. It's the general atmosphere. It's the basis of the matter. This is the situation at hand. The Nine of Swords, Gemini, air energy. Now, this is unfounded anxiety. It's the Tower in Gemini, Mars in Gemini. It's a need to be patient. There's anxiety, low energy. You'll need to talk about the problems that you bury, or will bring regrets and nightmares. And this suffering is in your mind. It's a mental torture. You'll need to make required changes for a better future. This could be ruined plans, even health worries. Steps should be taken to solve these problems, but you are near the end of your mental ordeal. This is a preoccupation with a past experience. It's wisdom and strength through experiences. It's feeling unworthy or overly fearful and worried about the future. Could be overly sensitive to other people's opinions. You may be having nightmares or trouble sleeping because of all the thoughts racing through your mind. You may be feeling ill and worried about your health. But worrying is pointless unless it drives you to take action. Confront your worries and fears and take steps to solve your problems. Talk to someone. Write in a journal. See a doctor. If you continue to doubt and fear, they will continue to haunt you. This is a high-stress card. This is miscalculations. It's a relationship that may have taken peace of mind. This is often regarding a past transgression. But the fear of difficulties is worse than the reality. So put two and two together and look at contradictions around you. Strengthen your resolve and your patience, and try not to feel so down by the temporary blockages or difficulties. These are old goals that darken over, and new ones lighten up. There's fresh mental pastures ahead. Your second card, and this is the energy that's crossing over your path. These are your subconscious influences. This can be an obstacle to your forward movement. The Knight of Swords, Gemini. Air energy. Gemini, this can be you, Aquarius or Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Now, this knight, he's facing the past. So this has to do with being impatient. It's movement and action. It's something that happened fast. Could have been a communication. It may have caused drama. It may have come in at a bad time. Could be some kind of a mental conflict. Differences of opinions. Something that you were unable to avoid. It's the speed at which debate changes people. Someone may have rushed to judgment. Opposition against this person makes them try even harder. They may be opinionated. Maybe they're trying to win an argument. They may need to listen before they charge in. They may be reckless, full of bravado. Could be someone who is overly blunt with someone who is sensitive. It could be news at a bad time, in an inelegant manner. Someone who's driven. May have been some unreasonable demands that came. Are coming in. Okay, now the Nine of Swords with the Knight of Cups is fighting your inner demons. Your third card, this is how it affects you. These are the external influences that you are consciously aware of. The Ten of Swords, Gemini, more air energy. This is the Sun in Gemini. This is your card, Gemini, one of your cards. And the Sun will be coming up. This is hitting rock bottom. And now there's nowhere left to go but up. It has to do with the worst being over. is the end of a period of trials and hardships or lack of support. You can stop worrying and make a clean break from past hurtful pain. A new cycle is beginning. From here on in, it only gets better. So stop if you're feeling sorry for yourself. You gave up. There's closure. It's enough. It was as bad as it could possibly have gotten, and now there's nowhere to go but up. Maybe you felt you had been a victim, been betrayed or lied to, but you can draw wisdom from this defeat. You may have felt you made huge sacrifices for others and yet received nothing in return. But you can pick yourself up and get on with life. This is a lesson learned. It's no making the same mistakes twice. It's painful endings, broken trust. It can no longer be fixed. But now you can start manifesting a new beginning. And it's allowing change rather than fighting it. It's preparing and planning to cope. The 9 of Swords with the 10 of Swords is hitting rock bottom and the end of worry. Your 4th card, it's the card of the future, the outcome, and the resolution. The Queen of Wands, Gemini, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, male or female. Could be just the energy, or this could be someone's sun, moon, rising, Venus. This is a person that has faith. And they're attractive. They're very magnetic. They are at both home and nature loving. They're honest and practical. They have the power to attract that what they want, and they're fruitful in mind and body. This can also represent success in undertakings, love of home and growing things, kindness and generosity. It's love of life and eagerness for experience. She approaches life with such openness and faith that the world seems to take care of her. She's honest and sincere and does not dominate, but holds to her vision of the possible. She faces the future. This is natural warmth and confidence and sexual magnetism. They're in a position of authority, and they shine in their endeavors, and they give good advice. This can also mean that valuable assistance is on the way. It's also a good time to move forward in business or creative venture. The 9 of Swords with the Queen of Wands is fear of success or of a creative future. The worry about it. It's worry. The 5th card, bottom of the deck card. The underlying issue. This is what's unseen. Number 11 of the major arcana in the Rider-Waite deck. Justice. This can represent a Libra sun, moon, rising, Venus, Jupiter. This can have to do with the justice system and legal matters, a need for balance. This is a karma card. It's fairness and ethics and law, and justice will be done. This is divine justice. Balance is required. Lawsuits may be won or lost. This can speak of the desire for education and striving for truth and balance, equity and rightness, and triumph of the deserving side in law. Divine justice cuts through illusions and picks out the facts. This can be a life-altering decision. It calls for someone to weigh everything carefully and to accept responsibility for what they have done and to understand what the other people in the situation have done. The scales also balance past and future, and the upright sword symbolizes the keen mind that's able to cut through illusions. This card tells us to analyze a situation and differentiate between one thing or another. It's balancing intuition with logic, and instinctive honesty lies behind rational examination. This is fair-minded treatment. It's being discerning and impractical and reasonable and fair and honest and scrupulous. It's acting with integrity and accepting responsibility for your choices and striving for balance. It's standing strong against things trying to throw you off balance. The 9 of Swords with the Justice card is retribution. It can be a deserved punishment. It's worry or anxiety over a decision or a legal matter. It can be a bitter truth. The Knight of Swords with the 10 of Swords can be accidents, unexpected disaster that happened. It can be cold silence. The Knight of Swords with the Nine of Swords is a big communication happened. Someone may have told you that you're not right. You were not able to comprehend their viewpoint. This is being worried about the future. The Knight of Swords with the Queen of Wands is trying to deliver the right words to describe a complex creative project for the future. The Knight of Swords with the Justice card is a big decision over which you have no control is about to be announced. The Ten of Swords with the Queen of Wands is creating chaos, failure, and it's having courage. The Ten of Swords with the Justice card is seeking compensation. Queen of Wands with the Justice card is upholding justice and truth with courage. It's joy and balanced with cause and effect. Here's your advice from the Archangel Power Tarot Cards by Radleigh Valentine. The Two of Michael. This is like the Two of Swords. It will be all better if you just make a decision. Overanalyzing a problem. Find a compromise. It will all feel better if you make a choice. You're struggling with a decision, either overanalyzing the situation or hoping it will just go away. Your heart is in conflict with your mind, so you're avoiding making a choice. This can be exhausting and create unnecessary stress. Trust your ability to make a wise and intuitively sound decision. A solution is quite possible, but compromise will be necessary. Search for the middle ground. Even a temporary fix will get things moving again. Additional meanings is not listening to your inner wisdom, spinning your wheels, and suppressing your emotions. Thanks, you guys, Gemini. I hope you stay tuned in by leaving me a comment or a thumbs up, or even please subscribe. Now remember, what goes around comes around, so I'm sending you out love and light and blessings. Thanks for watching.